In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I mixed the drums for my Blue Collar Man cover video. Hello everyone, I am Budget Recording, and on this channel I try and help you make your audio sound better and video look better in videos such as these. As I just mentioned, I'm going to be showing you how I mix the drums for my Blue Collar Man cover video. For those of you that don't know, mixing is referred to like adding the effects, making the audio sound as good as possible after the recording is done. So for the program I used Ardor, which is an open source DAW, digital audio workstation, that is available for Linux and kind of Windows, I think. But you can get it for free if you decide to build the program yourself, or you can pay a little bit, like as little as $1, I think, to get it a supported version from Ardor themselves. It comes with a bunch of very good stock plugins. The interfaces for them don't look quite as nice as some of the Windows ones do for other DAWs like Reaper or Pro Tools, but when you've got something that you can get for free, that's kind of to be expected. So I'm going to show you that right now. So in my Ardor session, I have these 6 tracks plus 2 buses. I've got this backing track muted just so this video doesn't get copywritten, like my Blue Collar Man cover video did. So you won't be hearing it, but just so you know what I did a high pass filter, just to get rid of like the bass drum easily. And then I also put a transient designer on it, removed like all the attack and all the release. So it sounds a little whack, but that was the best way to remove the drums in my case. So that's what I did there. If you hear it sounding, the backing track sounding a little weird, that's definitely why. But I guess I'll start with my 2 close mics. I had a kick mic, which I had a massive boost on just to get some body, and then I cut some like 350, a little more than that, and then I tried to get rid of some of the attack for the sound I was going for. And then right afterwards, I had put in a gate, which you will see why that was super necessary later. I then put on a compressor. For whatever reason, I can't access the GUI. But then, between the 2 compressors, it was absolutely crushed. So there's like no dynamic range, but it gets a kind of cool pop, as you can kind of hear here. And then I went on to a transient designer, boosted everything a little bit, and then added some reverb and sent it to the drum bus. On the snare, I put a gate on it, because I did a similar thing to the bass drum, but then I EQ'd, added some more body, got rid of all the low frequencies that I didn't want, and added some crack in the high end. That sounds a little weird. Same compressor that I can't access the GUI. Pretty much the same compressors for both of them, just to crush it and make an interesting sound, which I'll play it after I do all this. And then I added reverb, transient designer, lots of attack, and then sent it to the drum bus. This is what the snare sounds like. Almost sounds like a marching snare. And then on the overheads, left and right, I didn't do anything except for pan them 100% to each side, send them to the overhead bus, where I tried to get a little bit of attack back on from the bass drum and make the overheads a little bit darker because I've got one really bright cymbal. Then I sent it to the drum bus. So pretty simple. And then for the room mic, I tried to get more body from the bass drum, and darken up the cymbal with the low pass, added some multi-band reverb, and then sent it to the drum bus. And the only thing I've got on the drum bus is some multi-band reverb. Same one I've got on the room mic. And if you're wondering what mics I used for any of this, all of that is listed, or is talked about in the previous video, linked in the top left of your screen right now. And so then there's that, and no effects on the master bus, and most of the levels I left pretty similar. Snare and kick got pretty loud, so I dropped them way down. And I didn't want too much room in it, so I dropped that down as well. Overheads are, of course, matched in where the fader is. But that is all I did for the processing. I'll actually play everything but the backing track for you. So something kind of cool that happened with the snare is when it's too quiet for the gate, then it gets cut out and all you hear is the room and overhead snare, which gives it a little bit more of you hear more of the snare wire instead of more of the attack, which is kind of a cool effect, I think. But yeah, I think that's it. All of the effects are post-fader, by the way, as well, if you were wondering. But that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I will see you next time.